Your appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the Senator.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly.
This plague, the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around, and the underclasses are starting to get desperate.
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problems in Paris.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world.
We have other problems.
UNATCO?
I'm more concerned about Savage.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance of theirs, and their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider.
The augmentation project?
Among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. If necessary, the primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again. A new age. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon, that city will be a reality, and we will be crowned its kings. Better than kings. Gods.
Okay, hello everyone, this is my playthrough of Deus Ex on the PS2. I am playing it on PCSX2, and I've beaten this version before. I've also beat the PC version multiple times, so this isn't necessarily going to be a blind playthrough, but I'm going to try to do it a little differently than I normally would, by going a lot more lethal this time. I normally play, you know, the whole stealth build, you know, hacker thing. This time, I'm gonna try to go pretty much full-on lethal, so it should be fun. Now, unlike the PC version, it doesn't have the bug where you can downgrade your pistol skill, and then when you start the game, it'll upgrade it again. No, instead, you don't get that, you know, that on here. You have to upgrade it, you know, and lose those points if you want to get it up. So one thing you will notice is this version uses a lot more load screens than the PC version, and the levels are split into smaller chunks than the PC version. So
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. I will monitor your situation from HQ.
Paul, I thought you were in Hong Kong. Welcome to the Coalition, JC. I might as well start using your code name. Think I'd miss my brother's first day? Didn't think you'd have a choice. What's going on? The NSF. They hit one of our shipments. A few of them got away, but we trapped the rest in the statue. What are we waiting for? Looks like a textbook assault. The NSF took one of our agents hostage. The bots are holding the perimeter, but my orders are to hold back and send you in alone. I think someone high up wants to see how you handle the situation. All I've got with me is a pistol and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware. Remember that we're police. Stick with the prod. It'll stun your opponents or knock them unconscious. A non-lethal takedown is always the most silent way to eliminate resistance. Just in case, though, Manderley wants you to pick an additional weapon. A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow.
So I'm thinking about taking the sniper rifle. I'll probably spec into pistol and rifle, I'm thinking, so...
I like to pick them off from a distance. I'll take the rifle. This isn't a training exercise, JC. Your targets will be human beings. Keep that in mind. I get the idea. What's the first move? I'm going to give you a map of the island. If you can get to the North Dock, a UNATCO informant will give you a key to the statue doors. He responds to the code phrase, iron and copper. You could avoid a lot of fighting, though, if you found a back way to the statue. I'll see how it looks on shore. Your primary objective is the makeshift command center the terrorists have installed at the top of the statue, but don't forget about Agent Herman. We think he's being held on the ground floor. What are my orders when I reach the command center? Interrogate the leader. We don't yet know why the terrorists would risk an open assault.
Okay, so Paul is going
What's
to
your
be
take on the situation,
very
Corporal?
pissed at me in this version.
The bots have them bottled up, sir. We'd go right in
This
if it weren't for the
playthrough.
whole back order.
Like, I'm gonna try to kill
How'd they get one
everybody
of our
that I
agents?
can.
Gunther
that
went rogue on us.
Not gonna
When the
end
order
up with
came,
me
he wouldn't
being
pull back.
penalized heavily.
Now you get to
if
bail
that
him
makes
out.
any sense. Because, you know, normally I try to be as non-lethal as possible. No, this time I am killing anybody and everybody that I can. That's an enemy, anyway. Probably not gonna waste, you know, ammo on civilians or anything. But... So here's one change already that you'll notice, is this little building right here. And then when you go to this area, UNATCO HQ is actually over here. And then this will lead to a load screen. And like I said, this game is split into multiple load screens as well. So you're going to be seeing a lot of loading. And it's because it was on the PS2. They couldn't do, you know, the big open map. So it's an interesting workaround, and it takes some getting used to. But this version is still surprisingly faithful.
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bum. Identify yourself with the phrase, iron and copper.
Could be them all. That's him.
Now, that's another thing you'll probably notice is this aiming mode. I actually think it's really cool because, as you can see, JC's hand will actually move, and you'll be able to look at the weapon from different angles, which is something that I don't think enough games do. That kind of like, I don't know how exactly to describe it. It almost looks like the Wii when you use the Wii pointer controls, but I actually really like that.
Be careful. The NSF has set up patchwork security systems here. The NSF put a commercial-grade security bot in this area. You can either avoid its patrol route, or, if you're feeling lucky, try and take it out with the EMP grenades or explosives. I wouldn't recommend taking it on with small arms.
I will say this is not a playthrough you want to watch if this is your first time. Like, if you're wanting to watch this as a first playthrough, I would not recommend that because, again, I kind of already know generally where to go and what to do for the most part, especially at the beginning. So, yeah, if this is your first time watching Deus Ex, please go to another playthrough. Or play it yourself, actually. It's well worth it. But, yeah, you're not going to get that kind of first experience with this series. This is more for people who have already played maybe the PC version and they want to see the differences from the PC version to the PS2 version. And I think this is all one big map in the PC, and here I think it's split into like 4 or 5 separate load zones. So, give you an idea of how this game kind of separates things into chunks, you know.
It all happened an hour ago. The barge docked and the NSF moved right on in, offloading the cargo into speedboats. Our undercover man, Harley Philbin, should be somewhere out on the docks now.
Damn it. That's it. Also, that's another difference you're going to notice is for health. You only have one health bar on this version. You don't have, you know, left arm, left leg, right leg, torso, and head. Instead, it's just one health bar. So it's a lot easier to keep up with, and then as far as your inventory, you actually have so many different slots. So you can have up to 4 guns, you have your melee weapons, your throwables, lockpicks, and multi-tools, miscellaneous items, and like healing items. So.
About time you showed up.
Iron and copper. The statue is copper on an iron frame, right?
Password's enough, pal. Don't think you know something about the lady I don't. My dad did tours out here.
I heard that you can get me inside.
Depends. You get your man out, take back the statue, whatever. But I know the commander and I don't want to see him get hurt. Here's a picture so you don't make a mistake.
You can trust me.
I'll take your word. Here's the key to the front entrance. The commander's not much of a soldier. He'll surrender as soon as he sees you. I need him alive because he's my main contact at the NSF. If he's dead, I don't have much of a business.
Thanks.
Let's talk to this woman.
You with Philbin?
I get a cut for bringing him over.
Tell me what you know about the NSF operation.
I'm not that high level. The more elite troops, they're the ones that took over the ship and unloaded it into speedboats. I think we're supposed to be a diversion.
A ship?
That's all I know. The commander gave me a 10mm clip, a box of 30-06 ammo, and some crossbow darts and said, keep your head down. Huh, like I'm gonna take on your NATCO troops. Want 'em? You can have the clip for 175, the 30-06 for 300, and the darts for 50. But if I was you, I'd avoid a head-on attack altogether and not even use the key Philbin got. I'd go in the statue from the back. Less security that way.
Now, I'm probably going to take the 10mm ammo.
I'll take the 10mm clip for 175.
Put a slug in the commander for me. He's the reason my brother's dead.
Yeah, because I'm mainly going to be relying on pistol for most of the playthrough, at least until I get the other better weapons later on. Guess I shouldn't spoil it if for some reason you want to watch this as a first-time playthrough, you know. Again, don't suggest it. I would much rather you watch someone else's blind playthrough rather than my playthrough, because I already know this game pretty well. At least the first third of it. You know, I've played the first few sections of this game over and over and over and over, so... Trying to think where I can get another lockpick from. I'm definitely going to want in that ship. So there's actually upgrades in that ship. Should have 2 weapon upgrades in there, and a shotgun if I'm not mistaken. Take him down. Hopefully, there is a lockpick in here. Nope, just more ammo. Damn it. I know if you go down here, there's another weapon mod.
power box must have been damaged in the raid. Don't cross through the arcs. I'm also picking up an EMP field here. If you're not careful, it'll suck away your bioelectrical energy.
Yep. Clip increase and an accuracy. So yeah, like exploring around on a first playthrough, I actually did not find the two in the ship. I found these two. But there's two more in the ship you can get. I think it's another accuracy and maybe a reload modification, if I'm not mistaken. I'm still looking for a second lockpick unless... Let me see if I can get, lockpicking. I can. Okay. So now it should only take one lockpick. Then I'll be able to get in and get that upgrade. So, a few more things in this version that are different. You cannot actually interact with keypads, and you can't interact with computers like typing in names and stuff. On this game, you pretty much have to find the code in order to even access a keypad or a computer. It's not like the PC version where you can just memorize passwords and logins and all that. That's not how this version works. So it does make a playthrough a little bit more challenging, because you kind of have to go through the motions and get everything in order to access all the areas you would normally access on the PC on subsequent playthroughs by just remembering, you know, passwords and everything. So, yep, and here should be an upgrade, another upgrade, and a shotgun. So now I'm thinking, do I want to go back around and go through the front, or do I just want to go to the back and climb up? I think I'm actually going to go around to the front. Do I have an EMP grenade? No, I do not. We'll make it work. Get past that bot somehow. Yeah, for this first video, I'm probably going to go through this first section, visiting UNATCO HQ, and then maybe the next section before I stop this one. I want to kind of make decent progress each video. That way, this is a series I can kind of get done relatively quickly. Not sure where that bot is. Gun's right there. Do I have to log in? No, I do not. I can get in right there. Grab a lockpick. And load screen. See? And now, like, when I get to the later parts of this game, it's not going to go quite as smooth. You know, I don't... Like I said, I played this first section something like probably 50, 60 times.
I think Gunther's being held behind this laser-triggered alarm.
Careful. These UNATCO guys got all the...
should be all of them. And see, you have to get that security login from this before you can even access the computer. Go ahead and get this health kit. Yeah, I really don't care.
Gunther's in that room, one of our top
Got
agents.
another accuracy mod.
Agent, open the door!
Glad you're not hurt, Agent.
Command should not have left us to be surrounded.
Risk is part of the job. I think you lucked out this time.
Agent Navarra and I were ready to go in, but for no reason they said pull back. I do not retreat. Please give me a weapon and move out of the way.
First thing is to get you out of here. I'll handle the enemy.
Excuse that I have forgotten your brother Paul Denton and the infinite power of nano-augmentation.
I just can't spare any arms. Please retreat to a safe location.
Go ahead. Advance up the stairs to the command center at the top. I will take my rusty metal bones and sweep away into the junk pile.
So one thing I actually like and dislike about this version, I like the character models for the most part. Texturing could be better, of course, but I feel like the facial animations actually really suffered as a result of the updated character models. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. Trying to see if there's anything else up here. So I'm thinking... Okay, now it's turning this way. Up. And run for it. There should be 3 guys up here, I think. 3 guys, and then the next floor should be 2 guys.
They found us. Pig.
Damn it. Gonna be cutting this one pretty close. I don't want to use any healing items if I can help it.
Gunther has reestablished contact. He says you helped him escape. Good work. Some news, JC. The NSF targeted a shipment of the plague vaccine Ambrosia. We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when you reach the command post. We'd like to interrogate him.
Beautifully done. Beautifully done. I'm actually gonna try to kill the leader, because I never do. And like I said, I'm gonna kill everybody that I
Find out
can.
what you can about the shipment, then turn him over to one of the...
Don't shoot. I surrender.
So you think you know better than FEMA what to do with this month's Ambrosia shipment?
You're too late. It's on its way back to the people, and you can't do a damn thing about it.
Except send you back to the people in a body bag.
I am the people.
That might have been over the line, JC. I don't know. Better head back to base on the west side of the island. Objective complete.
Now, I know I actually get...
The chief finally let us loose. We were right behind you and cut through them like a hot knife through butter.
I don't think I'm gonna get the full money for everything, but you know, this is a playthrough where I'm gonna try to stick to it, killing everybody that I can, and not going like trying not to be exactly stealthy and basically murdering everybody, because I never play this game that way. So it's gonna be an actually really interesting time later on when it gets a lot more difficult. Might as well go ahead and see what's in this crate over here as well. Got a multi-tool. Should be some crates over here that I didn't check. JC and his unnaturally low jump height. Gas grenade. And you can kind of see where the pacing of this can bog down a little bit from all the load screens, but it's, you know, it's not too bad, I don't think. It can get a little annoying when you're having to go back and forth a few times, but it is what it is. This game wouldn't be able to run on the PS2 otherwise.
Heard you clean the place out. They crossed the line by going into the statue.
That's exactly right. We're already gearing up to hunt these sons of bitches door to door in Manhattan. Need some hardware? I scored an extra scope from a couple of thugs we dropped down by the dock. You can have it for 700 credits. I also picked up 10mm ammo and some crossbow darts. Say 200 for one and 60 for the other.
Shouldn't you turn that stuff over to the quartermaster?
Carter? You don't care. NSF goods are the spoils of war. We're risking our lives out here.
I don't have the 700 for the scope.
Damn it.
Check back after you get your op bonus.
Yeah. Okay. And talk to you again
Glad
and
you're
get the
coming around
ammo.
our way of doing things. Need some hardware?
I need the ammo.
200 for 10mm ammo? Sounds good.
So much for that minimum force approach.
You're gonna have to go in here and get the code for that, because I do not want to waste a multi-tool if I don't have to.
You were a little out of line up there. I don't understand. We could have learned a lot from their leader. He wasn't cooperative. Alex said something about an ambrosia shipment. They captured a boatload of ambrosia, the plague vaccine. We might have found out from the leader where they're taking it. So they just disappeared? We don't know their location? Manderley will brief us shortly. You better get to his office on level 2 and report for duty.
Now, let me go ahead and save real quick.
Way to go, sir. I thought Gunther was a goner.
0451 is actually a kind of an in-joke for Looking Glass Studios games, where Warren Spector was originally before moving on to Ion Storm. So, no, this is another thing. I watch a guy with a channel name of Mapocalypse, and he plays all sorts of games, and he's doing Deus Ex right now. And I think it's funny. I don't think he ever actually found this data cube down here. So. And then if we go back here, there should be a box as well. Or a nano key, I mean. Nano key will actually get you into...
Way to go, sir.
...the hatch, but... we already got in there through the computer. So.
Check in with Manderley on level 2.
And there's another thing that's hilarious by watching his playthrough is in Jaime Reyes' office, he kept lockpicking the door in there. And he missed the pretty, I don't want to say blatantly obvious key,
The retinal scanner
but
can read blood vessel patterns right through your sunglasses.
it was kind of right there in his face a little bit, and
Remember that Mr. Manderley wants to see you.
he never
Level
picked it
2.
up.
His secretary, Janice Reed, has your login and password. Before the briefing, you've got to go to level 3 for your equipment and a medical examination.
Hey, JC. You look like the real thing. They actually let you operate on people?
Just fixed Gunther's knee, in fact. A sticky actuator. So far, I feel more like a mechanic than a doctor.
I'm impressed.
They actually let you point a gun at people.
We'll have to catch up later. I've got to leave for New York right away. Could you send Manderley whatever it is he wants?
No problem. Listen, JC. About your augmentations. You know they're preparing to roll out the technology worldwide, right?
As long as I don't turn green and grow a pair of antennas, as I understand it.
Yeah, well, the design's pretty modular, which means you'll soon have access to upgrades from standard augmentation canisters.
I think I picked one of those up at the top of the statue.
The canisters contain a colloid of ROM modules. Some are generic upgrades, others require you to make permanent choices about how to configure one of your subsystems.
It's about time they implemented some of this stuff.
Have you met your partner yet, Anna Navarra? I think she and Gunther are upstairs in the break room.
Haven't run into her.
A real piece of work. Maybe you should compare notes before the operation. You never know. She might go easier on you.
Okay, so the key to his closet is right there. Literally right there. And he kept picking that door. I don't know why, I just find that kind of funny that I never actually found that, because he's typically pretty meticulous about looking through areas and everything, but he just never grabbed that one. So I know another thing that I absolutely love is whenever he talks, you know, just his jacket moves up and down. I'm assuming there's a point of animation where his jaw and that are attached. So
one more thing before I go, since you've been briefed on my augmentations. What can you tell me about the info link?
Let's see. Micro receiver exostructure in the sulci, mechanocarbon threads on the axon.
One of those once you see it things, you can't
Anything
not notice
particularly
it.
interest you?
Is there a way to turn it off?
The info link?
Yeah, or is someone at UNATCO tuned in 24 hours?
This might sound a little funny, JC, but I'm not permitted to answer that question.
Your clearance is higher than mine?
Regarding your systems, I am your physician.
No big deal. I was just curious.
You're getting warm. You're red hot.
Like leading a mouse to cheese.
This thing is starting to give me a headache.
Don't worry, we shut it down when you go off duty.
I guess I'll get used to it.
I'm Alex Jacobson, communications engineer.
I suppose you already know who I am.
Getting there. You're certainly quicker on the uptake than your brother Paul ever was.
Thanks.
Alright, let's look around here a little bit. This should give you 0451 as well.
You're
Yeah.
breaking my concentration.
Now, I'm not sure in this version where you get all of the logins. I'm assuming you can still hack into this computer like you would on the PC, but not too sure.
At ease, Agent Denton.
General Carter, I read about the Merced operation in school. This is a great honor.
I'm not a general anymore. Just call me Carter.
I can't believe what the NSF did to your family.
Enough of that, soldier. We each have our troubles. I lost my children, but you've had to grow up without your parents, which requires more courage. I don't think it matters.
My parents died in a car accident. That's different.
I said that's enough. You have your own op and time is short. How about I issue you a stealth pistol?
That sounds fine. Thank you, sir.
What else do you think you'll need?
Just give me ammo.
A man who means business. Just make sure you think before you pull the trigger. Now move out. Manderley's waiting.
Hey, what about that guy out front selling munitions? Is that allowed?
Oh, Captain, right. We've got some screwballs around here, but he's not the problem. It's whoever's been breaking into the armor.
Someone at UNATCO's a thief?
Yes, sir. And a damn good one.
I'm actually not going to grab the stealth pistol. I think I'll just keep upgrading my regular pistol. So. Go ahead and upgrade this with everything we have. And hopefully I can get that scope as well. You said it was, what, 700? And I have 125. I don't think I'm going to get there. Wait, I might. I think it's 1,000 for completing the mission. Hold on, let me go talk to Gunther and Anna.
Are you sure you pressed the right button?
I do not make mistakes of that kind.
Your hand might have slipped.
No, I wanted orange. It gave me lemon lime.
The machine would not make a mistake.
It's the maintenance man. He knows I like orange.
So you think the staff has some kind of plot?
Yes, they do that on purpose.
That exchange is always so classic.
My new partner, J.C. Denton. Don't tell me you're going to wear those sunglasses during a night operation.
My vision is augmented.
Better to look good than to have the distractions of another agent who needs backup.
Forgive my interruption. I just wanted to say that I look forward to working with you, Agent Navarra. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to be briefed by Mr. Manderley.
I do not expect you to perform as well as Agent Herman, but the mission will require us to do more than frighten the NSF with our baggy coats that make us look bigger than we really are.
I am prepared to perform my duties.
For instance, not to be a man running into enemy lines without coordinated military assault.
No problem.
Hello, Mr. Denton. I guess you're here to see Mr. Manderley. Welcome to UNATCO HQ. Our little family keeps getting bigger.
Mr. Manderley available?
Yes, go right in. By the way, your computer account is ready. Log in JCD, password Bionic Man.
That will be JC's job.
What's that? Power station. The NSF have Ambrosia in a warehouse protected by cameras and booby traps. We want to power down the whole system.
We're taking one Illis generating plant, protected by weak groups of NSF. Knock out that plant, and Paul's team can walk right into the warehouse.
Just tell me where it is. The NSF are openly resisting our deployed forces, gradually falling back. You'll have to deal with them first.
And you be ready, Paul. When the power drops, go in and go in hard.
I'll use my discretion.
Go in like the U.S. Marshals. We lose the vaccine, I'm sending your back to the mayor to explain why he and his 3 daughters won't get their pills this month.
Yes, sir. Let's not waste any time, JC. Get down to the dock. A boat is waiting to take you and your partner, Anna Navarro, to shore.
Yes, get moving. Here's your op bonus for your work in the statue. I'm docking you 200 for killing the commander against my orders, but you get a bonus of 250 for rescuing Agent Herman. The total is 1,050. Obey orders next time.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so now I think what I'm going to do is this next section, which is Castle Clinton and the subway. And then that'll be it for the first episode, and then I will probably pick up on the next episode with Hell's Kitchen, is what I'm thinking. Because that'll end this episode probably at around 55 minutes, which is a decent time, you know. I'm expecting this to take me around like 18-ish hours, probably, total. Let's go buy that scope.
I'll take the scope for 700.
Just attach this baby to your pistol and you're in business.
Yeah, so now with my pistol... Yeah, I actually have a scope now, so... And the thing about the stealth pistol is... the trade-off of it being a little bit quieter actually isn't that great. And a regular pistol can headshot with one shot, and a stealth pistol, I think, always takes two. Or most of the time takes two, so...
Let's head out.
I don't really see the point in taking a stealth pistol with me when I can just upgrade my regular pistol, so... Gotta love that blatant, you know, cutoff point right there. They couldn't mask it any other way. Now, I normally go through the soda machine entrance.
Alright, let's go. The terrorists are in a fighting retreat. A few have barricaded themselves inside Castle Clinton.
Lead the way.
Our orders are to locate a barrel of ambrosia they are hiding inside. I will give you a schematic of the barrel, but first we will exterminate the NSF terrorists.
Exterminate?
A precious opportunity we cannot neglect.
What about the rest of the shipment?
That is your brother's assignment. You will take the subway to meet him in Hell's Kitchen. But first, we should deal with Castle Clinton.
Are we going in the front, or is there another way?
A secondary entrance would be useful, but I am aware of no such thing.
Okay. But yeah, I normally go through the soda machine over there. This time, I'm just gonna go straight in the front.
Somebody kill me. Anybody?
I'm sorry, I can't kill you.
Please.
Go to a public clinic. They can do something for the pain.
It's true. It's your whole body. Every cell.
You have the Gray Death?
I can't make it. I just can't make it.
Well, he said he wants to die, so why don't we test out our shotgun on him? Nice. Why are they running in there? Why? You're gonna get caught in the crossfire if you do.
Uh-oh. Take him out.
Should be one more. Yeah, right there. Never really gonna use my shotgun much anyway, so I really don't.
Where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim.
All right. I love the AI on this game so much. I wish you could just blow a door open that way. I know if you eventually get your melee skill up enough, you can actually attack doors and stuff, but... Do I have any lockpicks? I have one.
You're inside the kiosk of Castle Clinton. The bulk of the NSF troops must have gone through here to get underground.
Oh, this part's always a little tricky because of the camera with the gun turret. I always have trouble right here. Usually take damage. Yep. Wait for it again. Move. I know you can actually hack that thing, but I don't feel like wasting the multi-tools for it. Shit, shit, shit. Open the damn door.
One there.
Objective complete. Agent Navarre will describe your next assignment and stay behind to protect the Ambrosia.
And now let's
out
run.
front.
I swear I heard. That's him. He's a cop.
Damn. Thank God for load screens, huh? I wonder if I'm still going to be on fire. No. Yeah, that's a benefit of having load screens right there. Let's go talk to Anna. And let's do the subway.
You are not afraid to kill. I am pleased. The last thing I would expect from the brother of Paul.
You mechs might have copper wiring to reroute your fear of pain, but I've got nerves of steel.
You are not a mech. You do not know what it is like.
What's it like to stand around revving your actuators while the more advanced units complete the mission? No thanks.
It was my error to believe that UNATCO's super weapon would appreciate the chance to prove himself.
Just give me the next objective.
How dare I delay your search for glory? The NSF in the subway station have taken hostages. Free them, but you know our standing orders. We do not make deals. Use this EMP grenade to disable the electronic detonators of the booby traps. Now we will see who is made of steel.
I can take out a booby trap.
All right. Should be over this way. And this is the final part that I'm going to do before I call this video. Shouldn't take too long. But yeah, I think I made decent progress for 50 minutes. Go ahead and save it one more time right here. Because they do have flamethrower guys around here, and I could die.
They've got hostages in the subway station.
Damn it.
Stay cool. Guy's still around.
Okay. I will say using a PS3 controller, well, controller for this is a little stiff, but doable. I know the PS2 version did have native keyboard and mouse support, surprisingly. But I'm not going to be using that on this. I'll just use a controller. I'm trying to remember where this leads. This should lead into the subway, I think.
The NSF terrorists in the subway have threatened to blow up the platform. Watch for booby traps.
All the tricks.
That's the guy I was worried about.
Yeah, he can't hide for long.
Good work. The hostages will be all right. Now take the train to Hell's Kitchen and report to your brother.
You all right?
I guess so.
Why were the NSF holding the station?
They were pulling out. Most of them got on the train and went up north.
Were they transporting any heavy supplies? Barrels?
Not that I saw, but I heard them talking about a warehouse. How they needed every precious second to move some kind of shipment.
Precious indeed. They just gave up a half a dozen lives for a couple of minutes.
Alright, let me save the game. And I think that will do it for episode number 1. Thank you for watching if you stuck around this long. Next episode, I'm going to try to make it, let's see, through Hell's Kitchen, and then maybe through the Lebedev airfield. So, gonna make good progress on this one, hopefully, and get this playthrough done relatively quickly so I can move on to something that I haven't played before and get it on the channel. But yeah, thank you for sticking around, and I will see you next time.